Hey, everybody.
Hello, hello,
Oh,
hello.
wow, it's 16 on here. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Thank y'all for being here. Wow. Well, as y'all know, we are here to celebrate the new year. Um, East Coast, or celebrating exiting 2024 into 2025 because we're still in 2024. But East Coast is almost there now. So, and then after that, you have the Central Time, Mountain Time, West Coast, and so on. Some countries are already in the new year, so happy new year to y'all. Um, but when y'all last saw us, I think we were celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Dynasty show, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we were celebrating the Jacksons Family Dynasty. It's a 15-year anniversary that had just passed on the 13th. And we did part one of our watch party series, and I'll get more into that a little later. Give me just a second because they're already hollering out here.
Oh, I'm not sure if I should be talking. Okay.
It's okay. You can talk. Oh, Happy New Year. Y'all
Happy
already
New Year.
the Philippines? No, I gotta Google this. What time is it over there? Oh yeah, they're in day in the afternoon. Wow. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Woo
AJ.
woo.
Woo woo. Wow. It's an afternoon over there. Wow. Um, so I'm gonna get right into it because at 12:30 Eastern time, 11:30 Central time, because that's where it's going to be showing at. Um, it's going to begin, so we have a little less than an hour to chit chat about all that 2024 had to offer. We could chit chat a bit, so I'm just going to get into it, and here we go. First things first, we want to celebrate and wish Jalen and River a very happy birthday. I think they're 11 now.
Wow.
Oh wow, the teenagers. Oh my goodness. Yep, Jalen and River. We got to meet them in 2023, so last year, and Jackie had Brandy. His wife was there, and then the twins were there, and they all were very, very, very nice. So polite. Kids sometimes they act bashful and stuff. I usually don't expect kids to talk or say anything like that, but they respond back. They would say hi, shook my hand, told me. I was like, whoa. So shout out to Jackie and Emily. Y'all raising some good kids. Um, but yeah, so that's super cool that their birthday is on New Year's Eve. So it's like a massive celebration for them. Happy New Year Eve. We got Trish got a few minutes.
Yeah, I have 36 minutes to the new year.
She's gonna leave me in the past. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. And throughout this discussion, everyone in the chat can comment, give their answers, their thoughts. How this year was personally to them. So first, I want to start by asking: did any of your Jackson 2024 hopes come true?
Good question.
Trish?
Several. And one that I didn't know could ever come true. But yes, for sure.
Do you want to share, or do you want to keep that private?
No, it's not private. I just never aired it. Front row center Janet Jackson with the meet and greet. That was the most expensive concert I've ever attended, but it was like it's now or never. And it was a good call because for the Vegas residency, she's not doing meet and greets. I was shocked.
Yeah. I mean, I could see why. I could see why. Because she's done meet and greet last year for last leg, this leg in the US, and then in Europe. So,
yeah. Then you mix it with the recent loss to her brother. I'm sure that didn't help with wanting to do something like that. And, you have to respect people's boundaries and where they are. I know, like, for the last leg, she kept getting sick. Y'all brought Janet some of your germs. So, I'm sure that didn't help either. And I told you about them Jacksons. Most of them are germaphobes. I don't know about Janet, but I'm sure she's probably on the list. And I guess she was like, not this time.
No, because I'll talk about it later. Go ahead.
And dancing and attending the Palace Theater, that's something I never saw coming, but I'm so glad we got to experience that with the Hill Los Angeles Foundation. This is Thriller. That was so cool. And bittersweet, but it took a long time since I've seen them, is seeing the Jacksons in concert without Tito, which I'm still like, that part does suck. But I got to see Taro on the stage for the first time. I'm hoping if I ever see Taro again, it'll be under better circumstances. But I was so happy to have seen them. It was the first time I was myself with them. Met them probably a half a dozen times. And I'm so shy around them. It's just like, they're strangers. What do you say? And I got to body roll on the Body Roll King. It doesn't get better than that. But those are my three, I guess, things that came true, whether I expected them to happen or not. I always thought Janet was out of my reach. I financed it. Mixed feelings about financing things, but that was the only way to make it happen. And so, like I said, fast forwarding to Vegas, I'm glad I went with my gut. I was like, wait, she may never do meet and greets again. You never know.
Yeah. I would have to say that, because I don't know, I felt like, I remember I kept saying, like, y'all, I don't know what's happening, but y'all need to save up. Like, I feel like something's coming. Because I noticed she was doing a bunch of like festival shows. And I remember before she announced leg one, she was doing festivals. So I was like, this could be a sign that she's gonna, announce something. So I was just saving my money. I was telling everybody to do so. And I'm glad I picked up on it because it came true for me too. I said, next time she goes on tour, I'm doing it. Front row, middle, center stage meet and greet, just like you. Mind you, me and Trish were in the same exact seat. We were just in two different states.
That part was really cool.
I was like, yo, Trish, you have to get it. I saw what seat number was left. I was like, you literally have to get it. The other one was, so I had to look back at our last year's live of what we hope for this year. And I mentioned Off the Wall 45 celebration.
Oh yeah, that didn't happen.
It kind of did. It was some acknowledgement. I mentioned the Off the Wall Funko Pop that came out.
True.
And
King of Popcorn acknowledged it. It wasn't in the time frame, but at least it was acknowledged.
Right. So there was some acknowledgement there. Let me see what else I wrote. I had mentioned I wanted to do more for Janet, like wanting more stuff for her, like in the YouTube space, station head. We did Demeter Joe Chart Week. We did we got the syndicated channel for her finally. And
do we want to slightly go off topic and talk about who our number one artist for 2024 was? Because when I found out who my number one artist was, I thought my computer was broken. But I think we have the same number one artist for 2024.
Let's go. I'll say it on three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Janet.
Janet. I couldn't believe it. For all the we had on Station Head for Michael, Thriller, Yeah, I need to like work on that recap. First of all, slight criticism to Spotify. Why couldn't we get the year recap today? Right? Because can we get the year recap at the end of the actual year being the 31st? Just throw that out there. Because I was just like, Janet, but it might because I'm always in Jesse's room and your room. So I guess that I was like, Janet, like, I always thought Michael would be number one. No, Janet Jackson.
Normally it's Michael for me, but this year I was like, it could go either way. Cause like when I tell you, I would put, cause I was getting ready for the tour. So I was putting her music, just playing a massive playlist of her music. I was also listening to Michael's music. We had a station head. So I was like, it's a toss up. We also had Thriller Challenge. Shout out to Thriller for being my number one song. Thriller Challenge reigns supreme.
Yes, same.
So
and shout out to the Moonwalking Station. The last challenge was the Santa one.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say the DJs have matured in such a way, if you appreciate the Jackson family catalog, then definitely check out the Moonwalk. And of course, check out Jam Fam. But I was just like, I find because Ray and Jesse do it, not Jesse, right? Not Jesse.
Jen.
I always just Jen. They had a clear idea of what we're looking for as Jackson family fans, and also being, you know, making sure Michael's music is getting those streams in. And I'm like, I always tell when Jen's on it, certain artists gets played a little bit more. I'll leave that there for those who know what I mean. But it's like that's how I legitimately listen to music. I will listen to whoever has the latest and greatest, which is usually TJ and Taro, Austin, whoever has the latest, that's out. And then I'll mix it in with some of my favorite Michael Jackson or Janet Jackson songs. And to see how the playlist has matured and they're figuring out the balance of being, I guess, I know it's a moonwalking station, but it's also a Jackson family thing. It's a Jackson family love. It's definitely shown. So I appreciate all the DJs. I mean, me and Tori, of course, are DJs too. But Jen, Jess, and Ray, they do this almost every day of their lives. Not $1, not 1 cent. Lots of time, lots of love. I'm sure that their devices be burning. So I just want to give a shout out to our DJs. And extra love to Jess and Tori for having Janet Jackson surprisingly be my number one artist for 2024. I was like, what? And I just think I'm always in Jess's room a lot because, you know, I think Jess deserves more recognition for what she does for Janet Jackson. So if you are a Janet Jackson fan, check out Jan Fam syndicated station with Jess. Just throwing that out there because she's actually just great with music. You know, she has an old soul like you guys. Like sometimes when I hear your playlists, I'd be like, were they in high school with me? Like y'all literally play stuff I played back when I was in high school. But it's, you know, you're on point.
Definitely.
Oh, excuse me. So getting back to Janet, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I missed some comments. So there was 2 comments that we're talking about what hopes came true for them. And Carrie finally got to see the musical. Because I feel like I remember it was you saying that you wanted to go and see the musical and see Roman Banks. Was Roman Banks there when you got to see it?
Me?
Oh, sorry. No, right? I was asking Carrie.
I'm about to say I have a.
Sorry. No, you got New York. It says you could go there. You can go there tomorrow.
Not with Not with this inflation.
Caitlin said that she got to go see the Jacksons for the very first time in March. So you got to see with Tito. And then Taro. Like you were saying, Taro. That was a dream come true.
Yes.
That was a dream come true. I was like, because I always wanted to see him on a stage. I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna happen. I don't know how. Boom. And he's with the Jacksons. So I'm glad he's still with them. I know it's probably not the easiest, but he's pushing through. So props to him. Oh, I didn't know this was next. But what were your top 5 moments of 2024?
Oh my gosh. I can't put it in any order, but remember the time TJ Jackson jumped on the station head?
And that's what Serena said.
Remember the time when I said my soul left my body and I was just like, what?
Yes.
And what I love about, well, I never got to speak to Taro. I know you did. But Taj and TJ, they are just so comfortable talking to people. So I felt like I was with an old friend. And I was just so proud. And I'm still proud of MMM. Mm-hmm. That's got to be one of my favorite moments. Like, if you ever see me watch any 3T footage, new or old, I get excited, like so excited. You throw into the fact that I'm actually talking to TJ Jackson for real. And he's so kind and so engaging. He asked good questions. I was like, what?
The way it all played out, it was just like you were doing your usual. Just like, oh, new music coming out. Let's do a station head for him. It was a 9-hour one because 9's his number. And that morning you went on, he hopped into the chat and he was like, I just want to stop by and say, hey, but I gotta go or something like that. And the fact that he was just in there, I was like, oh my goodness, Trish. Then that night or that evening, I took over the rest of it. And out of nowhere, he pops into the chat and he's like, oh, I can get on the mic if you want. I said, TJ, what do you mean if you want? Get your butt here. Like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, get on here. It was so cool. And I was like, I got to get Trish on here. So, oh my goodness. Because it was your thing. So I was like, there has to be a way for you to talk to him too. So, and like the advice he was giving us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And we stuck that through. Like, we've had very up and down year, which I'm sure we'll both talk about a little later on. And it's so cool when things are down that you can still be genuine with your partner. Mm-hmm. But it's so cool. Like, I can really be down, but if I talk to Tori, like, that energy changes really quick. Because it's just like, I'll say what I have to say, and then we're cracking jokes. And it's not saying something's funny. It's just, I think we just needed to get it out, and then we move on. And so, it's for me personally, it was a tough year, and we'll get more into some of the down stuff. But yeah, and then it's just like sometimes Tori will call me, sometimes I'll call Tori. And, it's part of having a good partnership. And, life isn't all fun and games and but, it's good that we can be real with each other and still find some balance to it all. So,
yeah.
Even today, I'll say, Tori, my tooth is hurted. I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm going to sleep after this.
Yeah. That was definitely a peak moment right there.
Right.
It was just, I don't know. And like, you just asked me to do, like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, we had the thing planned. It was like just out of the blue, just like, oh yeah. And I'm glad I said yes, because like, wow.
If I remember right, it was a 9-hour thing, right? And I did the first half, you did the night half. And I just remember I was in the living room and TJ was just there. And I said, I know you lying. I know you lied. I remember screaming like a teenager. And again, keep in mind, the the members of 3T and I are all born in that same era. Like we're all 70s kids, same exact time frame, So I'm just like, wait, what? Like what? Like it was like it's still like one of the best things I've ever experienced. Period. And of course, I've met Tito several times, but I never talked to him. Like. And I'm super proud of MMM. I stand on business. Like if you have not heard that album yet, please put it in your circulation of things to listen to. Such a beautiful, beautiful album. And then I think we have a new album coming out around Valentine's Day, All Love album. And
Austin.
Yes.
Sorry.
Happy New Year. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
What were some of your, and if you don't have 5 or if you have more than 5, that's cool too.
So it was TJ, Janet, seeing the Jacksons again with meet and greet, thanks to you, and the Palace Theater. And I'm gonna put the King of Popcorn things all in one swoop. So I went 3 times, but each time had a completely different memory. It's always a pleasure talking to Prince, and I learned some cool things about him in Sonic and Shadow, and John Muto, getting to talk to him a little bit more. Liam, shout out to Liam, like just the whole Hill Los Angeles, Betsy ecosystem. Like there are just so many people that make that magic. It is expensive, but it's I always say all the time, I don't eat out anymore. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Now my new thing is no longer buying clothes. Like I find a way through just scaling down to be able to experience these things. But it's nice though when you sacrifice for something that, even though each situation is different, it's always great. Like there was one King of Popcorn we went to and Prince wasn't there. And we got to hang out with Liam and John Muto and, get to know them. Shout out to Soli, who's the life of the party. And just hanging out with the Vegas crew. It's extended family, meeting new people, and just getting to hang out with them. And so me getting out my comfort zone. So that's always, I think my absolute highlight is connecting better with the community. And us building memories together, because it's like we all sacrifice to do this, whether you have the money or not, time and stuff. It's good to see the community is growing up healthy, and everyone's just shout out to Susie, and there's just so many cool people I've met around the way. Teresa, I know I'm gonna miss names, but you know who you are. It's just always great seeing you guys. So yeah. What were your top 5 moments?
So I'm gonna give some extras. I'm sorry, y'all. I should put 7, top 7. Michael's number, but Janet, meeting Janet, of course. That was that was on my list, like wish list from back when I was a kid. So full circle moment right there. Just being able to, like, I wanted it all in one thing. I didn't want it separate. I wanted it all in one, just like front row, middle stage, them meeting Janet. And so that's how it happened. Then I would say the King of Popcorn, the August one. That one, iconic. Loved it. So much fun. They did trivia for the first time, and I didn't even know if we were going to win or not. We were just playing. And then that last question, I was like, man, I don't know. And then like it ended up just happening. So we were acting crazy and jumping and stuff. It was just so much fun. I feel like this year it was like a lot of like fan togetherness. Like the fans bringing the hype is what makes an event. So I'm gonna piggyback off of that. And that was right after Michael's birthday, and Vegas was different this year. I don't think some things went to plan, but the fans, we partied at the brunch. We had Ron Pia do the 2 nights back to back of the get-togethers at the pizza restaurant. He brought Bill Whitfield. So it was just the fan organizations, them taking charge of things, us just like, bringing the hype and everything. I feel like that's what made it. And then me, Jen, Marina, who's a fan from Ukraine, and Tiana. There's a dance floor in the middle of the Mandalay Bay, and like I just remember that night we went and we crashed the dance floor. We was having party, we were dancing together. It was just fun. Another one would have to be our most recent trip to Cali. I would say that's the best trip to Cali I've had. Oh, yeah. We went so many places. Neverland. Finally got to get there. The gate kept opening because the security was going, so we got a glimpse of that. And then it was just very peaceful. The town over Los Olivos was so nice. Loved it. It was great. We saw so many different like Jackson related things. It was like very Tito heavy, like in a not in like a bad way, but like there was like a company called Tito's Hauling or Tito Hauling, and that popped up. And then we weren't even trying to go there, but we were like riding down the street, and I think Rocky pointed out Fairfax High School, where him and Dee Dee first met, and it was just like things just happening like that. And then the next day it was like Michael, and then we went to this Thriller. That was all. I would have never even imagined that happening. Just that we, like you said, dancing on the dance floor and everything. And then I wasn't supposed to go. That was supposed to be my last thing of the year. And then the Jacksons decided to come back. So I felt like I had to go. Thankfully, Trish came too, and it was like everything. It was the perfect thing to end off my adventures. Those brothers, Terrell, they're strong. They are very strong. They were so nice. They put on a great show. I keep going back and looking at the video of me meeting them. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it was just everything.
And just the backstory to that situation, they were about to do Tito's memorial just days before. And to have that level of professionalism, like I said, Terrell did have some struggles, which is so understandable, but he still got on that stage in spite of how he felt. My hat goes to him, like, because I mean, this still is considered relatively fresh. This happened on September 15th. And, it's not even 6 months yet. And so, like, they put their heart into it. They, my favorite part was hearing Terrell sing Tito's song, Love One Another. I was just like, first of all, I didn't know he had range like that. And just giving so much honor to his dad. Again, that's not easy, especially having a clear idea what it feels like to do something like that, and you're still mourning the person themselves. So, we appreciate the Jacksons for that. Like, that's a real flex to do something like that in spite of how you really feel.
Right.
So, like,
the fact that they were still,
yeah, like Marlon was such a clown too. Like Marlon, in a good way, He don't
even think he's funny. That's the crazy thing. I'm like,
he's very funny.
Like, the fact that they were still willing to meet us, I was like,
right. Because there are some Jackson shows, there are no meet and greets. With the Jacksons, it's a hit or miss situation. So I know anytime there was a meet and greet option, sign me up. I know who those people are. And it's definitely not idolizing the Jacksons. It's just saying thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for the music. And we're representing, we're changing the narrative that the world tried to give you. and try to erase you. Because I was like, no, we're just trying to fix right or wrong. Right or wrong. And it's like, I still feel like there's still work that needs to be done on the Jackson family legacy. But at least when we were there, man, that line was long. People were buying those meet and greets like they were free. They were showing the brothers love. They were being kind. They were being patient. Nobody was acting silly, you know. So shout out.
Brandy was there.
Yes, yes.
I was like, that trip was like, everything was just unexpected about it in a good way. So definitely overall one of my top Jackson memories. Like there's a lot of top memories like all year in between the chaos, the madness, and the downs, ups, everything. There are a lot of key moments. So I'm just glad to have all this, to look back on and stuff. And like I said, the fans were a big part of this year. They helped bring it. Yeah. Jess!
Just talking about you, DJ Sweet Boom.
Sweet Boom.
Helping us get to Pepper Water on Spotify with Janet. I was like, wait, how what? Jess. Jess and her streaming for Janet.
I had to wear my key for Janet. Had to. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have the hearts. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much, AJ.
See, I be saying that about you or
all the time.
So I don't know. I just came in to this like wanting because I know what it's like to be like maybe you're the only one in your family who likes the Jacksons, or they maybe have some other fans in your family, they don't go as hard as you and you just want that space. So that's why I just started doing this, and then I met a bunch of wonderful people along the way. Trish, one of them, and then we just kind of organically started this.
Yeah,
like I feel like I can't do
it. Wasn't the plan because I'd be like, we didn't know each other.
Yeah,
and it's always risky with anything on YouTube, especially if you don't know somebody. Like you just never know. But I would say the dynamic I have with Tori is the same dynamic I had with my own mom. Now, keep in mind, my mom was a young mom, but it's so cool, like, to be able to relate to somebody no matter what the age gap is. I was just like, but it's the same exact diet. Like, you never met my mom, but you would have thought me and my mom were sisters the way we interacted. You would have been like, that's your mom? Like, we were kind of close in age. And two, she was just cool as hell. She was so freaking cool. Oh my God. Like, my mother wasn't a pain in the butt when I was younger because, your parents shape you when you're younger. But when I got older, that became my best friend. And so, like, to experience that with someone else, even though that's not my daughter, but with somebody else, like just an unexplained connection with someone, is kind of cool. It's just like, it doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense. When you're around us, you would have thought like me and Toya were like an older cousin relationship or something. I'm like, we just get along like family out the gate, so that's kind of cool. So
I'm shocked that like y'all are like watching me and stuff like that, because I'm like, wait, what?
No, you're funny.
Because I'm like, I just was like, I needed to talk to a camera or something because my brother wasn't listening to me. He when I tell you, I'll be like, Mom, quiz me. I bet you I know everything about Michael. Ask me anything. I bet you I can answer it correctly. They were sick of me. So I was like, well, you know what? Let me take that to YouTube. So they can get a break from me. But yeah, here we are. I hope to meet a lot of y'all too, because there are so many of y'all that interact with us, always here consistently. So it's always nice to meet everyone, like the familiar faces from this space and stuff. So hopefully 2025 brings us that. Let's see what is next.
Um,
I did not want to do this live without honoring first Melanie for Justice.
yes.
Um, I don't know, kicking off 2024 and then boom, this happening was crazy. Like I remember, like I was just watching the live from our recap last year. Um, and that's when Melanie was still here, and I think you had mentioned like, oh, I think Melanie and her group are organizing something for London to go see the musical, and I was just
Yeah.
like, dang, she didn't even get to go. So she played a really big part in a lot of things, in person and online events. And what I could say about her is that she was the epitome of, if you can do it, if you have the ability to do it, even if you got to learn to do it, you can do it. So I'm gonna just tell y'all that and leave it at that. She was like tech savvy wise, like Trish would say. She was very tech savvy. Um, she didn't make no excuses. She got it done. There's some people that are just like, oh yeah, I would love to do this, da da da, and it stays a dream. That was not her.
Yeah.
She was about it. She was like, let's get this done. Like, I remember she was going to try and start doing lives. And that was her next thing, to try and do it. And we were working with her behind the scenes to help her figure it out and stuff.
And she picked it up so fast.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, I got it, girls. And I'm like, what? But of course, don't be shocked. It's Melanie Freeman. She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
Yeah, she was something. She still is. Like, we still feel her. I have bought these forever roses. They're real roses, and they're in my living room every day. And I brought me a new high tea dress because I don't know what we're doing for 2025, but I said whether it's something at home or something other moonwalkers, I have to get my new high tea dress, in honor of Melanie. I was just, at times I still get sad. I felt her presence not being in the community this year. You felt it.
Yeah.
And people did their best to fill in her shoes, but it's not the same. This is my introduction to the fandom, was Melanie Freeman and the Michael Jackson fans, or now the Melanie Michael Jackson fans in New York. So, I'm still kind of quiet. I'm one of those people, like, you're never going to see me force interact with anybody no more. If I'm not good or if I'm not chatty, I'm dealing with things the way I'm dealing with it, or not dealing with it, so I appreciate people like AJ that did her best to play the role of both Melanie and AJ. That must have been really, 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 really tough, especially for the Thriller Challenge. Like, the package that AJ put together was so impressive.
Oh,
yeah. And the fact that she did that by herself was really inspiring, because we're all missing Melanie in our own way. Whether it be for support, talking to her, seeing her texts, seeing her in person. We all have different relationships with Melanie. A lot of you guys just know her online. So, but like, no one had a station head like Melanie, seeing Brick Squad, and, we're always going. I mean, we're actually coming on her 1-year anniversary in a matter of weeks. This is the month.
I saw that there is going to be something planned for. I'm assuming it's a station head thing. So just be on the lookout. When we come across it or find out what it is, we'll share it. Because like already a year, that's crazy.
Yeah. Already, I was just like, wow. And I mean, like you said, Melanie, I remember when 2024 happened, she's like, we're going to go. She was trying to get me to go to London with her. And, I think that's why I work so hard, because I don't like saying no. I remember she invited me to her 65th birthday. That was a beautiful trip that I didn't get to go to over money issues. And I was just like, get your money up so you can say yes to these awesome things. So I think it's not about being rich. It's about being really strategic with your money. Like, I've been a little bit under the weather, and all I thought about for the whole week was what I'm not going to spend money on anymore, so that I can, get my more money saved. We can't take any of this stuff with us. That's why I like to travel. I was like, well, we can't keep this stuff, but we can keep the memories and experiences and stuff. So
yeah,
I don't know.
that's what.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Happy New Year! I heard
Happy New
gunshots.
Year, East Coast.
Hey,
Happy New Year.
25.
Yeah, we would be acting a fool in her parties. We would be talking about gold pants.
Yes, them daggone gold pans.
She was like one of the people who solidified Station Head for us, and like some of my favorite memories would be back in 2022 when we started doing the Thriller Challenge, and then we did I don't know if it had a name, but we did the charting event for the Thriller 40 album in there. We did the Christmas parties that year, and we were just taken off after that. Like it was a lot of fun. So I'm glad we had those moments, even if it was just like mainly online and stuff. I'm glad there was a way for us to do it, and I think
well, her passion for getting Station Head into the moonwalker community will be like the foundation to what it's becoming. Now, like when we do challenges, you'll see 50 to 100 people during the challenge now. Like even for the Christmas one, I was like, y'all were pushing those numbers, and I'm here for it. And that was based on some of the vision that Melanie had to like, we're going to keep charting the Jacksons music. Do we have a long way to go? Absolutely. But I remember like we was barely getting 50 people last year. Now that's the average. You know. So it's growing. I see new moonwalking stations coming up. So it's a beautiful thing to keep seeing, because it's just like we know, like Taj was saying, it's a game, and we're finally learning how to play that game. So it's done with streaming. Like Team Breezy is a good example of how that works. They will play an album all freaking day long until you guys seen Chris Brown's streaming stats. They're impressive. So it's just like music I think it's unfair how it's done. I think it still should be, hi, I'm going to buy a digital copy of, let's say, MMM, and that counts for a sale, but I can't make them go back to what I think is fair. Because I was like, what happened to just buying a digital form of an album and that counts for a sale, and not just be good with that? It's just done differently now.
Over 200 the night she interviewed Prince.
Wow.
I remember that. And then Taj was on there. Like he came back and they were just sitting in the party with us. And the energy was just hyped there. Like the chat was zooming fast. Like it was so crazy. And I'm like, I'm sure she in the inside, she was like, oh my goodness, like this is happening. Right. But
her level of professionalism is like no other. Like you and her have that thing in common with the level of professionalism. I would even say MJ fangirl. Like, it's like it's rare when we can get the Jacksons on our platforms, but when we do get them, it's like you want to make sure that you are representing for real, because so you guys. I mean, I remember you done Taj. She done Prince and Taj. Like it's just so great that they were so gracious with their time. So it's just like, and I think Melanie has planted some seeds for us to be successful people in this space, no matter what we decide to do moving forward in our lives, whether it be for this or something else in our lives. Melanie has been a phenomenal, like true definition of a phenomenal woman. And so gracious to share all that information with us. Like the way she would share information with me and Tori, it's almost like she was preparing us for her to leave, which is, looking back, I didn't see that until she was gone. I was like, was she preparing us? Or this was her just being her normal? Because she's always been this person, though. She's always been the kind of person to share information with anyone who wanted to listen. So, but I remember she was very, very focused in making sure that we knew what we needed to do, how to mobilize and how to get things done and learn how to do things if we didn't know how to do something, like figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool. She will honestly be missed forever. I will, if something happens to my forever roses in the living room, I will buy new ones. Like, and if anybody knows me now, this is a weird coincidence. The scent that I wear is roses. So if anybody goes, "Oh, you smell good," I'm wearing roses all the time. Now that's just a weird coincidence. That's the only thing that agrees with my skin. But it's just like every time I smell it, I think of her. Actually, I'm like, wow.
When you said she was like planting seeds and all of us, I was just thinking like, we're all Melanie's roses.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
yes,
was
yes.
thinking like one of my goals is I don't know when it'll happen. Like, she was big on traveling. She did travel agency, helping people find a way to, travel and stuff. Like, oh, I would love to come up with like some sort of like sponsorship thing to like kind of like sponsor a fan, you know, because like you said, this economy. Whew. Or like
I
some
know.
fans, they might be in like countries or parts of the world where it's hard. So like, being able to like bring them over. And then I was thinking about doing it like in her honor or something. So I don't know. We can call Melanie's Roses. I don't know. But I was just thinking that. But she definitely made her mark. And I think it is important that we always remind people about her. Don't let it go. That's always I always say that's always my worry. I don't want people to forget. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm sure Trish is gonna try her best. AJ, station head crew. So um, I hope y'all keep her in your mind, um, as well as Tito.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, just like boom, boom. That was like I just both unbelievable. Like completely unexpected. Cause it's like like I don't want to say like, oh, it's expected for some people. Like it wasn't like, oh, they were like in their 90s, they lived a long life, they were retired, they were just just chilling. They lived their life, they were satisfied. They were still following their dreams. They were still pursuing things, and just out of nowhere, Tito's loss was really shocking. We were here when it happened. And he had a lot planned. He had a
I
lot
think
planned.
that's what made that hurt because he had such a vision for his future.
Yeah.
And so we were like, wait, like you could just tell I was shocked when I read that. I was like, Tito, like I did not hear, I wasn't expecting to read that.
At all. I was like when I was seeing that there was like an inkling of something going on, like I started getting nervous, but I was like, I just wasn't thinking it was that. I wasn't thinking it was
Like maybe
something
somebody
crazy.
was sick and it was like something
Yeah,
serious, hospitalized or something. Like, and they were like, no, it's serious. Serious. Like, no.
it's
Um,
terrible. I think of him and Melanie as the same, like where they both were like, people get older, like, oh, you're old, like, what more can you do? Nah. They was like, I'm gonna still do what I need to do. Like Tito put out his solo album for the first time. Like, I think it's wait a minute. That might be coming up to the anniversary. I think in 2026 of his album. He put that out, and I'm sure everybody else would have been like, "Oh, you just not putting out an album." Da 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 da. But to him, it was a new beginning. So,
well, that's
um,
how life is. Like, I remember when I was young, I used to think, 30, 40 is so old, just so old. And now that I'm older, I'm like, no. For some people, you start figuring out life older. That's why I do admire young people that they figure it out. The quicker you figure things out, the better, to be honest. But sometimes, maybe because you had kids or something, or, in my case, my one of my main parents died, and I chose to like go on my own, like right after high school. That's not normal to just leave your house. But I thought I dealt with the situation. So I was just surviving, like just trying to survive this whole time. By the time I figured it out, the next thing you know, I'm in my 40s, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. But at least I'm figuring it out. Like I know Tito put a lot of things on hold to raise his sons.
Right.
So, I don't ever think it's too late, but unfortunately, some people think, oh, when you get to a certain age, it's over. For many of you, it will be your new beginnings, or you'll figure things out, or let's say you get married young and it just didn't work out, or whatever. Your kids are now grown. There's so many reasons why people start late in life, but it's not over till you're in the ground. It's just not. It's like some of the most successful entrepreneurs started in their 40s, 50s, 60 years old. So it's just like, it's a mindset. And it's, especially after having Melanie as a mentor, Melanie was mobilizing as if she was a teenager. She knew all the latest technology, station had all this stuff. And that's why I thought she was younger. I was like, there's no way. And she turned out she was very, very close to my mom's age. Like, I was just like, wait, what? And that was so inspirational to see, because it's just like, it's letting me know as I'm getting older, don't ever be in that little box. You're too old to do something. Just go with it, with the knowledge of, you're techie, just keep it moving. So, that's one thing I've learned from Melanie. You're never too old to learn new things, because I'm like, especially like, with all of the weird thing going on with Gen Z and Gen this and then that, like there's an ageism issue going on. I'm like, we are the same people we are when we're teenagers than when we get older. I never thought I would say that. The only thing is we might have some more wrinkles and some gray hair, but I'm exactly the same girl I was when I was in high school. I still have this love for life, and I still get excited. Sometimes I see things in other people's eyes, like my own nephews and nieces, but I don't know. It's interesting. I'm glad Tito did his album later on in life, and because of him, we learned from Tori's tribute to Tito. The Jacksons are the only celebrity family where every one of their albums chart. I think the top 20, right? Because of Tito. Like every sibling's album charted somewhere.
Yeah, or I think at least they all had one song in their solo career that charted. They're the only family to do that.
Family.
All of them.
And that's because Tito said, you know what? Let's do an album late in the game. Why not? And, station heads, shout out to DJ, Jess and Jen and Ray, they be throwing TJ Jackson's in there. They be playing that song that you and I were singing for his tribute. It's a one-way street. Every time I hear that song, I be like, So it's beautiful.
Yeah. I think let me see if I can piggyback off of this one here. So just to piggyback with this question, like what would you have done differently this year? Going back over this year, I'm glad I went about it in the way I did, just going for it, just doing things, adventure. It was a bit crazy, a bit spontaneous, but I think what this year taught me, and then Melanie and Tito, just go for it. Just going forward, just go for it. So, in that aspect, I'm glad I went that way. I just did it and stuff. But next year, I think I'm gonna go even harder. So, not necessarily with like the traveling and stuff, but just making sure I'm set, like I'm consistent and stuff. Because that was another thing with Melanie. She was consistent. So just being more consistent. I wish I was So I wish I was better with my money, especially towards the end of the year. The end of the year got hard. I was like eating out. I was like, I don't want to cook nothing. Like I don't care. Like normally, if I'm dealing with something, I don't eat a whole lot. But this time it was complete opposite. I'm over here just grubbing. I'm like, I don't care. Everything's going to chaos. This is the one thing I can do is eat some good food. So I'm gonna do better next time. So I think also I don't know what else I would do. I think specifically when I say consistency, like with my channel, um, just being consistent about it. I don't know. I'm not really like a schedule person. I don't like to put myself on a schedule, but just making sure like I'm putting stuff out there, and just going for it. So,
Well, I would say with the new YouTube culture, consistency is key, but also realize quality and connections even more important. You understand? Like, I'd rather put in less work if it's going to be quality stuff that helps build the community, you know, whether it's the Jackson family community or the Star Wars, or now I'm really, 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 really big on health. It's taking all my time up though, but I realize more than ever, health is the true currency of real wealth. It's really real. So, you know, the point is like, I may not get stuff up the way I would want, but at least when I put something up, it's done with so much purpose. It's done. I put so much thought in everything I do. So, and I feel like your community is going to find you whether you put something up every day or every week or once a month, as long as I think you bring value to people. And you truly do, Tori. Like it's an honor to do, to be your partner. Like you put so much love in everything you. Wow. So evident.
Okay. So we have a little less than 15. Sorry to interrupt you. I just saw your message. We have a little less than 15 minutes until the Jackson show starts. So I have the link in the description box, but I'm gonna put it here so you know where you can watch. They're currently on the local news right now.
Yeah, I thought something was wrong. I'm like, it's just showing me the weather. Is this right?
I think so. They told us to go here. So
okay.
So 11:30 something else is supposed to come on. So
okay,
we'll see what happens.
All right. I'm looking on the side like, wait, what?
There's a link for it if y'all want to watch it along with us. Let me speed through the rest of this. What are your hopes for 2025? I wrote down a few, but I don't want to get super. I'm learning not to get super set on expectation and just kind of have a plan, but go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a good plan. I definitely want to get better with money by like a bazillion percent. Twice, not once, twice. I spent so much money on Amazon, I thought my credit card was stolen. And when I realized I was the ops, I said, no, like this got to stop. The blind shopping. The Amazon Prime deals and Black Friday be getting you. So really, like, you know, maybe next Christmas, you know, budget 500, or if they have Prime, like just cap it. Like, now granted, most of it was business related. Just, you know, if I could spend a lot less, that would be better. In terms of the Jacksons, I'm kind of with you. I don't have too many expectations. I thought I was going to do nothing this year, and this is the most I've ever done in my life.
Same.
So I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to stay here in New York. Yeah. You know, you love me, XOXO. Like, just chill. I was all over the place. So I'm like, well, I would say just get better with my money so that when opportunities come, I can say yes more. I with the Jacksons, like, you just don't know. I know the Hill Los Angeles is up to some shenanigans. We got the Michael Jackson biopic. We don't know what they're going to do there.
History 30.
Yes. We don't know. We don't
Sorry.
know.
I'm with AJ on this. That Michael's finally vindicated and humanized.
It's getting there, though. It's really, listen, I don't know how you guys feel about, okay, I'm going to put this in a private message, so because I don't know if Toy feels comfortable saying this name on live. But it was some, hold on. Put it in a private chat. Can I say that name on a live?
Okay,
right?
Can we hold that? Can we hold that?
Okay.
I'm gonna start this comment. I'm gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared.
I don't know. No, it's actually it was a good thing, but some people don't care for the name, if that makes any sense. Yeah. But it was in the line of vindicating Michael, the bottom line. Yeah. And whether you love or hate this particular individual, the person's known to be a whistleblower, a truth teller. And what she said about Michael was so on point, to be honest. So we're there. We have a gazillion Funko Pops. We have a biopic coming. Taj is, graced us at the end of the year with Alive with his cousin Brandy and Big Al.
You just had glitter on your screen. Yeah. How did you do that? I came back over. You had like glitter. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I know this sounds weird. I feel like there's angels or something around me. Like, have you ever seen some of the lies? I'm not doing nothing and you seeing things going on. I'm like, what's around me? I don't get scared though, because I know if there's anything around me, it's not a bad thing. So
yeah. That's definitely my hope. It's like you said, we got the Funko Pops, we got the movie. It's like he's still here. The way that how everybody's hyped, like 15 plus years later, we're still here, like on this Michael Jackson hype. And we got the movie next year. Well, you're already there in 2025. In your current year, Trish, I'm calling it a biographical, autobiographical year for Michael. It's when the biopic is coming out. It's History 30. They better do something with it. It's going to be Michael's story. They need to do something with it. And you know what history was about? History was about him sharing his side, about him pleading his case and telling where, hey, I'm innocent. I'm tired of this mess going on. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of people, coming against me for something, I didn't even do. And we have Taj's docuseries. It all just goes hand in hand.
Well, that's why I said with the celebrity who pretty much stood up for Michael and was like, no. Like, there has been so much work smearing Michael's name. Why? What's going on? And without throwing anyone under the bus, when there's real people doing ungodly things, no one even says nothing about it. They act like, what are you talking about? With actual evidence. I find the whole situation quite interesting. And if anything, recent events had actually led me to believe that Michael Jackson's more innocent than ever. Because the math ain't, like, the situation's just not adding up at all. So it's just like, wow. I look forward to 2025, Michael, the world knowing what we already know as Michael Jackson fans, right? That's by just personal observations. Forget reading transcripts and this, that, and the third. Just common sense.
Yeah.
Based on the last 12 months of pop culture insanity of 2024. Like, things are just not adding up. And I think everyone's starting to figure this out. Like, oh, interesting. So it's just so glad that, Melanie being part of that as well. Like, we just kept fighting for Michael when nobody else wouldn't, because it was just like the story doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
At all. So,
Ooh.
We don't know yet because we just don't know what's going to be accessible to fans. All of us
Yeah.
at least I put my money on the side for a flight. We traveled with Shantea and Tori recently, and we were like, look, if we all got to be in a room, we're going to figure this out. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only downfall. Those hotels in Cali are insanely expensive. So you have to be really resourceful. But if there's something for the fans, or maybe we'll create something, we don't know yet. We don't know. Like, thank God we do have two Cali friends. Shout out to MJ Fangirl and Dexter. Maybe say, okay, can we do something and partner up? But it's just so soon to say right now. I don't know if I'll be in New York. I know if Melanie was alive, she would do a meetup. I know Joey wanted to do a meetup in New York. It's too soon to say. But wherever Tori is, that's where I'm probably gonna be.
My hope is that they do something like different cities have it, maybe do what they did. By the way, y'all, we got 3 minutes until it starts. Let me see where they are. Okay, he's still telling the weather. But somewhere I'm hoping they do premiere events because we've been patient. We've been hyping this up. We've been supporting it all the way. So I'm hoping that they do something with it. I would love. Oh, I put down. I also would like for the trailer or teaser to drop on a special date, like a specific date. AJ, I know you were talking about during Super Bowl, maybe the
That
teaser.
would been perfect.
Like if that does happen, like teaser during the Super Bowl, and then maybe trailer June 25th or somewhere around that, or maybe even June 13th, Vindication Day. So I'm hoping for that. There's also 3T Brotherhood 30th anniversary.
Yes. We don't know what they're going forward with, but when Taj was talking to you, big subliminals about things going on for 2025 and those brothers. So,
they're performing. Oh my goodness, I forgot to
in
add that
Europe,
in
right?
there. Yeah. Oh, let me see if I could run that through real quick. We got like 2 minutes. If I find it, I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Now, if I can get a 3T live performance with a meet and greet, that would be the ultimate.
They need to go all out. Y'all need to go all out, please. We will support. I need them. We need, like, we're there to support anything. Y'all just got to give us the materials. We're gonna support. Is he's still telling that weather? Texas.
Right?
What kind of weather y'all got? I mean, we got 1 minute till. Maybe he'll say bye. I don't know. But until then,
oh my Lord, I'm about to jump on the Jacksons Instagram and be like, are y'all gonna be there?
I feel like it was pre-recorded because they already have pictures and stuff from it, but I think they're airing it now. I'm stuck on a. Let me see.
That made my day when I realized they were bringing in that new year.
Yeah. Let me see if this thing's gonna load for me. Well, while we're waiting, I did want to show some things to look forward to in 2025. Of course, Janet just started her residency yesterday. Now, I'm a no spoiler kind of gal. I like to be respected with spoilers, and I'm gonna respect you. However, I did see some outfit, or I saw two. I'm only focusing on one though because I want to forget what the one looks like, so I can be re-surprised when I see it.
Child, I saw every outfit. I wasn't even trying.
Oh Lord. Also, I saw some of the songs, but when it comes to, if anything, when it comes to that set list, don't spoil nothing. Oh, wait. They're starting.
I don't
They're
see
starting.
it. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all.
We're starting, y'all.
So this is
Let me put that link on the screen again.
This is what we're seeing. Oh, we get to spend New Year's with the Jacksons. Woo! Woo-hoo! Can you feel it?
Now, I'm not sure when they're hitting the stage.
Why was the New Yorkers clowning all the people that was on that Planet Fitness ball dropping thing? Honestly, if I was going to be that New Yorker, it would have been this year. It was beautiful today. But then they were like, you can't go to the bathroom. You can't bring anything. I'd have been there with my diapers like, Depends is sponsoring this chat.
Oh my God, look, it's Marlon and Jackie. Oh my goodness.
Do you think Taryl's there?
Good question. The Jacksons? He's not. There's another guy there, though. Wait.
5, 6, 7, 8. Ha, ha.
Can you feel it? Okay, man. Oh. Come on. Oh, and they got the glitter on?
I love the fit. Can you feel it?
The wind is taking it everywhere.
Yeah. Ha.
They are on stage right now. I have the link on the screen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat again.
Solo my thing real quick. The Jacksons are on stage live.
I wonder if I could show it without.
It's 50-50. It might mute it, right? I don't know.
They might, just by the way it looks. I'm not gonna risk it.
Get him, Jackie! Who's the mystery guy standing in for Tito?
I feel like I've seen this guy before. No, never mind. He's tall though. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Jackie.
I would love to perform on stage with the Jacksons. I got to perform with Reby. Can I get the actual Jacksons?
They do. They sound so good. I hope they do rock with you. That's Jackie's time to shine.
I see Hayden's there though.
He'll be holding it down. Sing it, Jackie.
Well, it's all right.
By the way, I got some extra goodies after this to share with y'all. Well, you've probably already seen it, but it's a little bit of goodies.
They look so nice. Yes, Marlon hitting them he's yes.
I like the way the way they clap is saucy.
They got that extra hot sauce.
The way Marlon claps, it's like I can't even do it. He does something where he shakes his wrist. I need to get my food while I'm watching this. I would have been in that crowd cutting a fool.
Can you feel it? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry.
Huh?
The dog hates when I clap.
Um,
Sorry.
dun, 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 dun. I'll be running, that's no lie. At every kind of disco. Down, down, down. Sunshine, moonlight, good times. Coming on up again. Sunshine, moonlight.
It is crazy.
Ooh,
I really wanted to be here, but I'm like, hey, the fact that this is shooting live, it's crazy. My family's hitting us up for Happy New Year's. Hold on, let me see if I can answer some of these mails.
Sunshine, moonlight, good times, boogie. Let me know the what? You know I'm gonna say that from now on, right? Come on, growl. There we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Boogie. Moonlight, moonlight, moonlight.
Vocals are sounding buttery. Resiliency like no other.
Huh?
Resiliency like no other.
That part. Yeah.
Oh, the one with the that bass that guy's back from the concert. He's part of
Tommy Organ?
Yes.
I wonder if the bass player is there. He go by Pastor Funk.
You felt that funk on that stage. Right now,
The Jacksons. I'm sorry.
I would have loved to have seen Jermaine on the stage with who else? And of course Randy, but I don't think Randy's performing anymore. At least not yet.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while we're doing that, let me kind of get on with some more a little bit over here. Janet. Sorry, I just had to put that back on there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jacksons are hitting the stage in Cali on April 27th. I believe it's a casino theater, so you must be 21 years or older. But if you want to go see the Jacksons,
and I would suggest it.
Yeah, I figured it was because this picture is not the one on the right, but the one on the left. They're wearing the outfits that they're wearing in here, and those pictures are already taken. So, but I guess it's okay because it lines up with the commercial break, so they're able to cut it to that. But other performance, Austin. If y'all are so blessed and lucky enough to go, y'all better have fun for me. Y'all to be up there dancing and singing. Even if you don't know the words, dance, move, groove, clap, something. Because Austin get down. His performances, fun. He brings it. You can't be there just trying to act cool. So for me and for Austin, have fun. Let me see. We are 20 more minutes. I'm almost into the biopic year. Okay, it's Jermaine with the AK-47 guitar. That had me screaming. Jermaine, what?
What was that? Was it the Jacksons dynasty? And they were like, Jermaine would see what everyone was wearing and then leave and come back and wear something better. So I said, was that his thing? He saw Tito's baseball guitar and said, well, I'm going to do a AK-7 guitar now. That baseball guitar from Tito was epic. I'm like, what makes someone go, let's do a guitar shaped like a bat and a baseball mitt? Like, what?
Genius.
Oh, snap. Hey, Rocky, Happy New Year. Rocky. Many blessings to you, too.
Rocky. You got a TV? I think there's another way you can watch it if you can't watch it this way. If you got a TV, they have, like, if you have Fire Stick or something, you can get on there on Freevee. I don't know if you have to search it up, but it's on the NBC DFW channel. Let me see what they about to do. They coming back?
Right?
Iraq. This is so cool.
So I realized your New Year's is corresponding with their New Year's in terms of time zone.
Mm-hmm. Look at the way he claps.
Yes, it's like.
Why are they already shooting out here? We're still in 2024. I can. This Place Hotel. Let's go.
Oh, yay.
Uh-oh. They're taking it back. Everybody clap your hands. I got Michael stuck in my head. In the ground, get you from the ground. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. I just want to know why I wasn't invited to this taping.
That would be nice.
It would be cool, like you said, if you could dance with the Jacksons on stage. I feel like I was like, what is that?
ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Let me think. I wonder if they have a YouTube channel. Let me see. Let me be careful because some Janet spoilers came up on earlier. I gotta block the screen. Oh, they're live. They're live, y'all.
Who?
On YouTube, they're live. You can also watch it here. Here y'all go. Here's another YouTube or another link. They're on YouTube. Glad I didn't put it on the screen because they're on YouTube already. It's like, ooh.
I have a wish. I wish YouTube can find a way to make watch parties a little bit more like station head.
Right.
So if we view it on our live, they're still getting the counts. Oh.
Oh, that means if they're live, hopefully they save it so that people can go back and watch it. And if you can't get to the link, I just searched up NYE Lone Star. So oops. I meant to put that's supposed to say search. Robot, y'all. I was ready for them to do the robot.
The day I see that.
Marlon could do it. They go Tommy. I know Marlon because he was right behind Michael doing it. Really? Not even on YouTube? That's crazy. Watch it get down, watch it get down. As she do her sing. She's oh. Okay, you can sing.
Did they sing this at our concert?
Huh?
Did they sing this in Ohio?
Yeah, Hayden sung this. Hayden sung at that time. So I wonder if Hayden's gonna sing I'll Be There. Oh, sorry, spoil it.
Great vocals.
I can't say goodbye, girl.
Wow.
I should put our picture on there. So we could pop up on Twitter. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh, baby. Oh shoot. Yeah, he's singing it. We must be salvation where there is love. Wait a minute. Let me get my light. Oh, I should have had the rose. You know the light up when they gave
mine is in the living room.
Dang. Well, I got this. Oh, that's bright. Ooh. Sing it, Marlon. Sing it, Marlon. Why did that echo? I think there's an echo. If you, I know
he better be good to you.
Everybody sing it.
What a cool New Year's.
And the girl flights up. You're beautiful.
I'll be there.
Just call my name. I will be. Yeah. I didn't watch Michael's concert too much. Why they stop again?
That girl in the background on the right looks like a Sayer Garrett a little bit. Behind the guy with that pink hat and light coat. Who is that lady?
I don't know. She acknowledged Marlon's moves. I love this.
Yeah. Hey, Susie! Happy New Year! We're in Texas.
Well, since they said it, I might as well put it on.
Hold on. There's a lot of Texas I'm missing. What the heck?
The Jacksons are coming with the new album. I think somebody put it in the chat, but they're coming with a new album and an 8-part docuseries. So they're about to surpass the episode amount of the Dynasty show. That means, Marlon, I better hear some jokes and some shenanigans. They need to bring Jermaine back. Give it that full thing.
I know Jermaine is hilarious.
They need to call it Bringing Back Jermaine. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. An album could mean a tour. I can't wait. I can't wait. We haven't had a Jackson's album since 2300 Jackson Street. So, I'm ready.
We should have station head like Team Breezy is played all day.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have streaming parties. We're doing it.
We should.
Streaming parties, charting events, buy the album. Dang, we can't do buy-in parties, but we can.
Oh, that's right.
Also,
we can pick a designated day to buy.
Okay.
Because I know the buying parties are affiliated with the syndicated station heads, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they just can't make a Jackson family category. Like,
I would have been there. Would have been on there.
I'd have been a syndicated channel in seconds.
I gotta hold it down for Jan. No, because they play like. Why doesn't Janet have one already? Or why didn't she have one already? But finally they got her one. There's also Tunes and Spoons. Well, Tito Jackson's Tunes and Spoons, and it's going to be a food and music festival. They're going to have a chili cook-off. They're going to have bands like the BB King band.
I should bring my chili. My chili was banging and it was vegan. The recipe I found from my mom's cookbook, I crushed it.
I'm gonna go to New York and I'll have you cook for me.
My mom would be proud. I did her oxtails vegan. I did her chili. I did her broccoli deluxe. Well, it's her assistant, so I can mimic everything she does. Of course, my mama's food was a superior food, but
Jackie! Jackie! Woo!
Only the Jacksons can make a two-step look like work. I love it.
Oh man, Michael and Marlon will be cutting up on that stage. Them on that victory tour alone.
I wanna rock with you all night.
Moesha.
It was. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Happy New Year. Into the to the Moesha. I watch a lot of TV. I can't say watch. I still do.
That was what I thought of when I saw the name. Just take it slow. That's always going to be designated to a body roll. Be the love, I wanna rock with you. I'll never forget the time I tried to do a flip or a handstand to the song, and I almost broke my hand.
No.
Survive
forever.
Wait a minute.
Now, energy-wise, Marlon definitely toned it down compared to Ohio and Jackie. It works because giving me grown and sexy smooth, but Ohio, they were on them stages like teenagers.
Yeah. Man, I didn't sit down not once, but to watch the tribute videos.
Yeah.
That was it. I said, I'm not sitting. Uh-oh. It's New Year. Happy New Year to the Texas
Happy New Year. Ohio.
It's Jackie.
Happy New Year to the Jacksons.
Why they just not count down?
Someone's fired. You're kidding. Wow, they got fireworks and everything.
Oh, Mountain Time and West Coast. Sorry to leave
Okay.
y'all in the past. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 2024 was a crazy one.
It was.
But I'm gonna miss some things about it. I don't miss the loss.
I don't.
God. Man.
Is it fair to say the Jacksons are no longer going to be on stage?
They is going crazy out here. I'm sure I hear the boom, 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 boom.
Right?
Jermaine out here with his AK-47 guitar.
You gotta love a sibling that likes to one up everybody.
I can't lie, that'd be me.
What?
My brother ain't home yet.
Ooh.
What's hood rat going to do? I just realized that. Thank you so much. Thank you. They're just playing music. Y'all play some Jacksons?
That better be fireworks and not gunshots. But the way the dog's barking, I'm going to say it's gunshots. Dog's like, what you doing? I know you lying.
Oh, God, not this song. Mute.
Oh.
Man, they got fireworks going crazy off that thing.
I know.
Wow. See, he put some in this song. I got no business humming it. Right.
Are we to assume the Jacksons are no longer going to be on stage?
I guess so.
I'll still play it in the background.
What? I thought we was gonna get an hour-long performance. It's cool though.
It's cool. Like, you want that hour? You better pay for that show. See you in April.
Oh. Celebrating New Year's. Who would have known we would have had a Texas New Year's celebration?
Right.
We should be doing anything on here.
And it's so crazy. Wasn't exactly sure what we were going to do for New Year's. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the Jacksons like, oh, we're doing something. Okay. That's that even if you had the opportunity to go, doesn't mean you'll have premium seats. I'm getting the impression those are like industry people or very wealthy people that are in those key spots. Like New York, you're like, you only get there unless you stand online all day with a diaper or you know people.
Yeah.
And we're not doing neither. How about that? But, you know, maybe we can get on the know people list, but I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Maybe one year I will do the New Year's experience in New York. I'll have my diapers on. I'll be like, we're ready with a strategy.
J5 lover.
What up? Woo, woo, woo. Carol was like, I'm living my best grieving life, and he probably just stayed home.
Yeah. He probably had something to do something. I don't know, but
I guess he said enough is enough.
I hope when he's ready to come back, he will come back.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta find that 3T performance. 2025. Is it in Paris? No, maybe it's.
I haven't only been to Europe one time. I wouldn't mind going back for them.
3T. Ooh. Found it. Okay, I gotta pull up a flyer for it. What is this popping up here? I just need a flyer. Por favor. Dude. up. Okay. Okay, wait. I found a flyer. I love this picture.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Boom, boom, boom. It's called Do You Remember Festival? 3T will be there. Look at them, their names being first in the line. Look at that. Love that. Let's see. Trying to find more information about it. So it's just like a 90s, 2000, like celebrating the 90s, 2000 music. It's in France. I wonder what day they'll be performing. Oh, Price of Fame will be fitting. I like to be surprised, so I was trying to stay away from. I accidentally heard a snippet of Chicago 1945 because I was scrolling on TikTok. The little snippet that I heard, I was like, okay, yeah. Hopefully it gets an official release so that it can put on streaming, possibly chart. There's still more that they can do. There's definitely still more. I'm curious as to what songs they put on there. They still just blowing off these fireworks, y'all. Let's see what's next. Oh, y'all. If y'all don't take nothing from me from 2024, take this. Okay. If you got a suggestion, unless you don't want to speak this out because you may have ops around you or something, I don't know. But if you got a suggestion or something, speak it. Because I was thinking today, I was like, hold on, I did tweet Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab and asked them to do an off the wall audio file. And this was November 30th, 2022. Lo and behold, boom.
Nice.
Boom. Now I don't know if it's because of my tweet, but I would like to know. So, because I remember I was in that station head, I will be emailing them. I couldn't find an email, so I was like, I will be tweeting them, and then I tweeted them. So, if y'all are vinyl music lovers, I got the Thriller one, and then they have this one. I'm hoping they do it for his whole discography. Ooh. A history one would be nice though. History would be real nice.
Oh yeah, especially like that album topically is more relevant now than it was when it came out in 95.
Wow. Like 30 years. That's crazy. But basically like what this is just this pressing is going to be closer to the original master recording. So like the one that was done like when he was recording in the studio. And you see like records are made like in 2 steps, and like the more steps it is, the lesser like the quality is going to sound or match the original one. So they do this in 1 step so that it's closer. So I still have I started listening to the Thriller one, but I need to go back and play it again. Just to see. I need to compare from the original album and this one and see if there's any differences I hear. Oh yeah. And y'all talking about the biopics. This is right on time.
Yeah.
First song, they don't Tabloid Junkie show better be up in there. Y'all. It sure better. I'm hoping that some of the, because I know they don't have like a teenager Michael, like like I don't know if they're gonna cover that. I don't exactly know, but I would like to hear some of the Forever Michael songs or like the Motown solo songs in there too. And wait, are they coming back with the Jacksons?
No, right now I just see the lady with the sky tail neck living her best New Year's life.
Got a McDonald's cup.
Oh, Babsy!
As soon as I head up to McDonald's cup, she loves some McDonald's. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Wait, who's on the stage? Wait, they actually show in New York. Could you imagine what that confetti looks like when they're done?
Trish, where you at? Let me stop.
Not I.
Home.
I'm from New York. I'm home with everybody else. You know, if there's ever an opportunity to go to something like that without being in a diaper all day, I'm down for it. I'm like, bro, that's a long time holding your urine. That's crazy.
To watch some fireworks and kiss somebody.
Right.
You better do that at home.
Right.
I'm sure like if it was like a touristy thing, like, okay.
It's cool if it was a couple of hours. No, you have to be there from like 5 a.m. to get those. I'm like, nah, I know you lying. So 5 a.m. all the way until midnight? Nah. Oh, they're showing New Year's around everywhere. Hong Kong, China.
Oh, this is nice. Maybe I should celebrate with China. Sydney. Ooh.
Right?
Oh, Sydney, the best one so far.
Yeah, it kind of look like the bridge exploded, just saying. It's a little scary. Dubai.
To get super rush. Wait, what?
Dubai look like Vegas on steroids.
It does.
I don't mind doing a Vegas New Year's. That right now, Janet performed for New Year's Eve, right?
Oh, I know they was having. Oh my goodness, I know they was having a blast. She probably just got off the stage there because it's 10:14 there.
Right.
We're leaving the Jacksons in the. I'm kidding. They all live on the West Coast. Well, not all of them, but.
I'm getting too old and too tired to get.
Oh, a diaper rash.
That's crazy. I was like, nah, I'm good on that.
Right, you're in the in between. Wait, are they coming back? They're back. They're back, y'all.
Back? They're back. Let me get my headphones.
Back to real music.
Oh, I was not expecting them to still be here.
Ah! Shout out to Latoya for that screen.
I did not expect them to still be here. Woo!
Wait, Trish, have you ever went to go see the ball drop in New
York? I tried one time. It was a hot mess. It was like -5 degrees. We didn't even make it to Times Square. We got so cold. Mm-hmm. I think every New Yorker attempts it, and then when they realize what it takes to make it happen, we're like, nah, I'll pass on that doggy.
I couldn't. I'll be watching from somebody's window up above.
If my college best friend was still in New York, I could have did it because she lived. Well, I don't want to disclose where she lived, but she lived in the heart of the city. But she's back in Europe, so.
I wanted to go to Vegas. Like I was like, can I do an impromptu trip there? But it was expensive. It was too short notice. So I was
anything New Year's is expensive. Anything. I heard the Caribbean is one of the best places to go though.
Really?
My family goes to I don't know if I want to disclose this spot, but there's a place that my family used to go every New Year's. They said there's nothing like a Caribbean New Year's.
Tito! Maybe I should think about that, traveling somewhere else.
Sexy Silver.
That was the guy who was going to play guitar for This Is It. When hearing this song live,
right?
I looked at Trish like, oh, it's happening. No, when Lovely One came on. Happy New Year, Sharon. And Randy comes in. Oh, I'm a little bit early. Sorry, Randy. Pops and locks like Michael in the Victory Tour. I can't pop and lock, so I'm not. Let's go, Jacksons. That's it.
Happy New Year, Cheryl.
Who is Rick? All I know is Marlon, Michael, Jackie, Jermaine, Randy, Tito. Bruh. Ooh. That would make me. That would get, like I said, those theaters need to have a tissue box underneath each seat, like a church pew.
Yeah.
We're going to go through all 5 stages of, well, I don't want to say grief, but we're going to be under every emotion of the sun. Happy, dancing, giggling, laughing, crying, singing. I was wondering if back in the day if it was easier.
What's wrong, Giggy? Happy New Year. Come here.
I should go. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get something to eat. I should have been eating, but here we are.
Say Happy New Year, Gigabyte.
Happy New Year, Gigabyte. Hold on. Where are you at, Trish?
I'm right here.
So, there you go. Y'all can watch Trish for a bit.
I wish I could touch the stuff. So the weird thing is StreamYard almost doubled in price. You would think they would let me touch the comments for that increase. Oh, Lord. Giga. Let me see if I could go through some of the comments. I just can't touch it. Oh. Let me see. So what is everyone's New Year resolution? I had a list and then I realized just pick one thing. So my resolution is to declutter this crazy apartment of mine. Sell as much stuff as possible so I can get it back under control. So if you have any New Year's resolutions, put them in the chat. Some people don't believe in resolutions. Yes and no. I learned not to make too many. Just do one at a time. And then once you master that, then go on to the next thing you want to change about yourself. And it doesn't have to be January 1st could be whenever you're ready. So, Giga, what's your resolution, huh? Be clingier than ever? Does anybody have a little dog? I find little dogs to be clingier than most dogs. I've had a German Shepherd. I've had Chihuahua. Oh, I had Poodle. I had a couple of dogs, but this one's the clingiest. Chihuahuas. Well, technically, she's both. She's a Pomchi.
That's just the time.
Yeah.
Was Trish being good, y'all?
Yeah, just asking what people's resolutions are, if any.
I'm just messing with you. Oh, this is him.
Okay, that's a great one.
I should, honestly. I've just been loving food a little bit too much lately.
You can change the snacks. I know for me, like, I'll pick those little oranges before I pick up potato chips now, but it took me a while to get to that level. Travel more while being wise. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I really don't know how this year's gonna go. I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah.
But anything could happen. Somebody could announce a world tour. You don't ever know.
Okay, that's a good one, Brit. I'm with you. I would like to leave retail too. Welcome to my retail hell. Walmart is definitely one of the hardest because it's like in most communities the predominating store, so you guys get the bulk of the community, whether it be good or bad. One of my family, actually technically two of my family members work for Walmart. One works for Walmart, and then one works part of one of the stores, so they always get mixed up as a Walmart worker. And to the one who works for them, they do the online pickups. They said it's so stressful. Like the online in-store pickup option, it's so stressful. So it's cray. So,
are you talking about being impromptu again and traveling?
Yeah. What's that face, Giggy?
I'm being still for a few months. I got something coming up. Don't know what's happening after.
All we know is we'll be ready for whatever. That's how I want to do, like a lot of decluttering, like put up as much possible stuff. I have a couple of like, I'm going to say semi-high-end bags. I never wear them. Just throw them all on eBay. I don't even care if I get $100 a bag. Just get them out of here. You know what's crazy? Has anybody been crazy enough to buy a designer bag only to discover you're still wearing the bag? Like one of my favorite bags, I think, comes from Old Navy. Like, make this make sense. This little green bag that I got from Old Navy for $12. I was like, what was the point of you getting a designer bag? So I was like, you know what? Let's sell some of those bags. Get some traveling money. Like, yeah. 2 bags I love to death. One cost me $4 from Century 21. I think I got it back in 2000 period. Bag is like 24 years old. And I still wear it all the time. If you ever see me with a green bag, that bag is old as hell. I paid $4 for it. And then like the matching bag to go with it came from Old Navy for like $12. It's like, what?
I'm trying to think of if you had a green bag around me or not.
Lately, I've been wearing it all the time. But I love green, so especially with Christmas just passing, I just kept wearing this green bag all the freaking time. I had it when I saw Wicked. By the way, Wicked is on streaming services already.
You're
What?
playing.
Yeah, you can rent it. I think you can rent and buy it already. I was like, what? I just saw it. And it's crazy. I was going to see it again, but it was like almost 3 hours. And I said, I know you lying. And I fell asleep. So if anybody wants me to do a watch party for Wicked, let me know, because I literally missed a huge chunk of it. And then my nephew got mad. He goes, oh my God, you were asleep. Shut up. I'm also tired and I'm getting old. Like, what? Tired.
Ooh, heavy on this.
True.
I be defending Michael like that's my firstborn. I'm say something. Like, oh, they're done. Is this the end? Are you my friend? Sorry. I was in the middle of responding to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2025. I would say I hope there's less like the block button, the mute button is gonna be your best friend. Block, blickety block till you drop. Okay, do it. Especially like random, the ones that come at me like are the random faceless accounts on like Twitter, and I'm like,
why are you here? We're not even following each other. Go about your business.
They get blocked, reply hidden, and blocked, and muted.
That is funny. You're like, what? Never in my life have I gone to someone's anything, didn't like disagree with them, and said, you know what? Let me mess with you. I don't even follow you. Like, what are we doing?
It is miserable.
It's like, what? You know how many things I don't agree with? That's a Trish problem. Like, nobody has my opinion. Keep it moving, sis.
If I don't like somebody
or their opinion,
I'ma just like not want nothing to do with it. You're like acting like a bigger fan than me. Like, you don't follow me, I don't follow you, and you don't like Michael. But how am I popping up in your algorithm, or are you going to search for people? It's like, go get a job. Find a hobby.
I said, do you guys look for people to mess with? Like, either I'll block or ignore. You know, I was just like, this is silly. Oh, snap! Jen finally saw Wicked. It's a beautiful message behind that. Beautiful. Like, I thought it was about one thing. It was about something else. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so on point to like how perception is about people and it's bullying and all. There's so many messages in that. It's like it goes on and on and on and on.
They're gonna have a part 2. I can't wait.
Mm-mm. All right, heads up, Tori. My medicine's running out and I'm getting nauseous again. I was like, no. Okay. My biggest fear is to vomit live. It's like, no.
All right, y'all. I am 30 minutes into 2025. This has been... Oh, wait. Before we go. The next time you catch us will be this Friday. We're doing Jacksons and Family Dynasty watch party. We're doing episodes.
Technically, it's pending. So I find out Thursday what treatment they're doing for my teeth. If it's really, really bad, I'll let Tori know. Or worst case scenario, turn off the camera. Because the day after Christmas, my nerve got pinched in my mouth and my cheek was double the size. So my dentist, charged me $358 just to tell me, oh, it's inconclusive. It might be a root canal. What?
I'm paying for an answer, not a thought, not an idea.
He gave me antibiotics, but my body's not agreeing with it at all. That's why I'm so nauseous right now. But the bad news is when you touch where the infection is, you still feel there's an issue. Mm-hmm. So minimum another $200 will determine if I have to spend close to $3,000 to fix the problem. And you could go to NYU, but there's pros and cons to that. If you already have your face being affected by something, like, do you want a student in your mouth doing that? Mm-hmm. And also it takes steps. And I'm like, I don't think I have steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, just either take the tooth out or like, we got to figure something out. But we'll confirm as soon as possible. I find out in about a day, like what's the next step. But yeah, I'm pissed. That's my vacation, buddy. I was like, no. But it is what it is. Health over everything.
Yeah. Those things can get serious. So just we'll play it by ear. Hopefully it's not.
Right. Hopefully it'll be something simple. Because I know, like, when they take your actual tooth out, you really can't talk. Your mouth is just horrible. So they're going to figure out if it's a root canal or a tooth removal. But, yeah, I was like, who wakes up the day after Christmas with their face so swollen? It's me.
Me. Hi. But have a happy 2025. I hope this is a good year. Please let this year feel lighter. Please, Lord. I can't do it no more. Okay. This last part of 2024, it was hard, but then I say the last few weeks or so, it got better. That's just me personally, but I just hope it's way better. I'm gonna leave y'all off. Have your goals, have your plans, travel wisely. Don't do what I do. Travel wisely, y'all. And pay your rent before you buy a flight. And don't take out no loans.
Oh, no. So you know, I always joke about, make sure that your lights don't get turned off. So, true confession.
No!
They threatened to turn off my lights recently. I overlooked something. I'm thinking I owed them like 3-4 months. I was only 1 month behind. They were like, pay it right now or your lights off. True story. So I thought, I need to be still. Make sure you pay these Con Edison. Con Edison is aggressive. What happened to like not paying for 3 months and you be all right? 1 month, they were like, sis, you got 1 day. I was like, what? And the bill wasn't even that high. It was like maybe 180 or something. So I was like, what?
Oh, that's messed up. Hold on.
So y'all be proud of me. I paid that rent 2 days ago.
Pay your rent, y'all.
I said, they just raised my rent too. I wasn't happy about that, but I was like, yeah, at least you got a place to live. New York is hard to find affordable housing. Did y'all see the TikToks about the average? There's only luxury apartments available in New York, and they're like averaging $4,000 each. I was like, that's crazy. I won't disclose where my family lives, but they live in a really good part of. They live in a good part. Anyway, I don't even know if they want to disclose where they are. Anyway, you can have a house. You can have a house in a very luxury area for $4,000 a month. I don't understand how these little tiny apartments are $4,000 a month. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my gosh, I have some family members in their states that's like a 2-family house or 2 houses. New York, man, where's the value? Where's the value? Y'all setting people on fire. You know, in New York twice, They set someone on fire. One person died. Oh, wow.
Not the balloon.
That wasn't appropriate. And the other person went to the hospital. They just setting people on fire in the subway. Are y'all bored? But you tried to be $4,000 a month to live like that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. I just had a family member offer me a place to live, and I'm like, should I just take that leap of faith and go? I don't know. It's a lot to think about.
You can always come live here. I'm kidding. Not very walker friendly, but cost of living is cheaper.
Yeah, could you imagine $4,000 a month for a 1-bedroom? I know you lying. You lying.
The type of hotel I stayed at in Cali before was like $2-something a night. That same exact hotel, because it's the same company and everything, it's like $71 a night here. I'm sure plus fees or taxes and stuff. I'm like, dang, gone. The difference is crazy.
Right?
MJ Fangirl.
Happy freaking New Year.
Oh, man. I am hoping 2025 treats us all well because,
yeah,
as I was saying, 2024, there were some peaks and low lows.
But it never felt like it started with a horrible low, and then it got really good. And then out of nowhere, Tito, and I'm like, I know you lying.
Something with September. I'm reclaiming my September. September 2025, you bet don't start. Because September 2018 was garbage. September 2023 was garbage. September 2024 garbage. I can't remember the ones in between, but actually September 2020 was garbage too. Oh my goodness.
But the whole 2020 was garbage except for freaking Tiger King. Like, what the hell?
I still never watched that.
When I said that was the one thing I could say, like TV and Twitter or X was so funny. And at the time, all you had was online. I think that's what changed me was that whole pandemic, because you're like, I kind of like normalized just being home, which saves me a lot of money, by the way. The old me would have been like, oh, let's hang out. You know, usually I am with people, but then it's like by the cost of the outfit, the this, the that even though if you don't drink, even non-drinkers still got to pay for a drink, whether it be the sparkling cider. And I'm like, I ain't paying for none of that. I'm just going to come here with some tea from my house, Happy New Year tour, and call it a day. Chill out with y'all and be just as happy.
This was fun. I like it. It was chill. We got to see the Jacksons. Sorry if I sang y'all ear off. I'm so sorry. But thank y'all for being here.
Like that 2020 did kind of normalize online living. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with in-person stuff. Like me and Tori do in-person stuff a lot, but I do online stuff way more than in-person.
Yeah.
You know how much money you save? Shoot. And you still have a good time. I was like, I still have just a good time. I got to do the Jacksons with you guys for free.
Yeah, had I been watching it by myself, I would have just watched it and called it a night. But no, we here. We chit-chatting, we cackling. I need to let Trish go soon. But I had a great time. So
yeah, like nice. This is the new normal. That's the only kind of good thing that came out of 2020. Otherwise than that,
yeah,
I'll pass on a lot of stuff.
I'll say try and look for the positivity or the flip side of certain situations. Some are very harder than like loss and stuff. I feel like at that point it might cause you to reflect and force you to be like, okay, I need to be more grateful, or let me go about life this way from now on. But everything else, like let's say you get rejected from something, they say rejection is God's protection.
That's true.
Or delayed. It might be delayed for a reason. Like if you get stopped, traffic, something happened, it might be for a reason. Like I remember one
That's
time, it
true.
was recent. I was leaving work and they locked up and everything. I said, I'm so sorry, I left my headphone case. And one thing about me, I'm not leaving my headphones. I'm not. So I went in and grabbed them. And then we left. And the road that we were going down, it's just like smoke and stuff in front of us. I went and looked on the news. Come to find out, it was a high-speed chase, and the person crashed, but hit no cars. And that's a busy spot. They hit no cars. But in that time, like had I not forgotten it and we left and got going, who's to say? A matter of seconds. So you never know. So just some things to think about as you go into 2025.
Yeah. Like God forbid something does bad happen, including most of your vacation money being wiped out through a tooth. Shout out to my coworker who shared a really sad story. She said, Trisha, my niece lost her life because of something similar to what you're going through. She said, take care of it and, be grateful that you have resources, even if it's to finance to get your tooth done. And I'm like, you're right. Like maybe I'm not supposed to travel that much, but be grateful that, I could get it done. So,
right.
So, and plus I got to be still for a couple of days. I've been sleeping for days. So, and reflect. There's nothing better than a good reflection. And, yeah, I got to be still because I'm not still enough. I'm always, yeah, let's make a video. Let's go to that girl, be still.
Yeah, I've been still. I'm like, okay. Like I've been quiet for a little bit because just stuff. But I'm ready to hit the ground running, honestly. Like I was up late making stuff yesterday. So I'm getting back in the groove. I cannot wait to get things going. And yeah, so I'm sure a lot of us will be seeing each other soon.
I know, Jenna Jackson. I still haven't decided if I'm going or not.
You better go. From what I've seen,
no, I did find an affordable solution. Now we're trying to figure out how to do Vegas without a hotel. Never done that before. So we know it's going to have similar obstacles like Ohio, but worse because for some reason there's no lounge under my credit card in Vegas, which if anybody knows me, I'm on a black Karen and write the letter of all letters. How Ohio has a lounge, but not freaking Vegas?
Maybe there's like sleeping places. Because like I was in an airport. It wasn't like connected to an airline, but it was where all the shops are. And you could pay to like have somewhere to rest or something for a little bit. So maybe it has that. Or maybe, like I said, I wish there was some sort of deal with like hotels where like maybe you don't have to book one night, but for cheaper, you could book maybe 12 hours, like half a day or 8 hours or something if you need it.
Well, technically, a hotel's not a full day anyway. Check-in time's usually a freaking, 4-ish? And then you got to leave at 11 a.m.? Like, someone needs to sue hotels for charging that type of price, and you don't even have it for 24 hours. Like, what? That's the crime in itself. So, I have a lot to think of. I'm sure once this whole tooth thing is assessed and we can figure out, like, what money's left, because I was just like, well, I have a premium Janet seat, so selling it wouldn't be the issue. It's just the question is, do I want to go out there?
You do. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. I wasn't supposed to see certain things.
I saw a lot of stuff.
You're seeing.
There's this particular Instagram that just pretty much keeps posting everything. I was like, damn, should I just block them for a while?
I have to open up Instagram like this, slowly slide my hand down to see who the poster is. And if it's like, let's say if Trish is the first person that pops up, I'm like, okay, I'm safe. I can move my hand. But as I scroll,
I know all Janet's outfits. I know her hairstyle. I'm like, wait a minute. So what's left? I'm sure when people post, they never. I don't know. Because I've gone to concerts.
Hold on.
I barely post.
I'm so sorry. I opened up Instagram because I was about to send somebody a message real quick. Jackie and the kids was there. Jackie and the kids was there.
That's a cool way to celebrate a birthday with them.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh, so cool. Thanks, Jen. So I might have one place. I said I don't really need to sleep. That's another thing. It's a complicated trip, but it would be very similar to Ohio, if that makes any sense. Because me and Tori did Ohio with no hotel. But I think around 5, that's when I started losing momentum. 5 a.m. So it's just like, shoot.
Well, hopefully something comes into fruition.
Yeah. That's why I'm working hard. Shout out to all of y'all who have been on Gadget Trish. We've been doing Skeleton Crew, and my weird theory about Captain EO coming into the Star Wars universe. I'm the only person who won't let this go. But I did cancel tonight's watch party because the nausea got out of control, but I'll try to do it tomorrow. But most days I sleep all day. I do a live and then go back to sleep. That's like my new normal now. So unfortunately I have to go back to work. So yeah. I can't wait. If I had a wish, I can't wait till YouTube is my real job. So even if you're under the weather, you could sleep and then you got to do what you got to do and go back to sleep.
Right.
Because that was interesting. Like, especially the first couple of days were the worst. Man, I slept the whole day. Hey, y'all. And then I went right back to bed. The funniest one was the Gremlin one. For those who are wondering why there was a Gremlins live on the Jackson channel, there's a 3D connection with them. So I was just like, okay, I'm just going to put it here because now that I understand YouTube, I think just throwing Gremlins there would have just threw it out of whack. You understand? Like if everything's Star Wars, where does Gremlins fit? So I couldn't put it there. So yeah, we put it on the Jackson channel. Yo, that is one scary holiday movie. Oh my God. Have you seen Gremlins yet?
I got beef with Gremlins because my brother said I look like one.
That's come on. What
so now I talk about Gremlins.
I can't.
Why you say I look like a gremlin?
I said, what kind of what? And they market that towards children. So I was like, there's nothing childlike about this franchise. They were killing these gremlins. It'd be like, oh my God, Spike. And they just start killing them. What?
And when you last year, well, actually, was it 2 years ago now?
What?
Christmas 2023, we were watching the Home Alone. We watched Home Alone 1. Cool. Home Alone 2 came.
Is that the one where I passed out?
Nah, we both were fighting sleep.
Home Alone 2 was a little different.
It was long, sure. I will say. I won't say it was long, but it was like it didn't have that feel like number 1 had all the way. But
well, maybe next year we could do Gremlins 2 for Christmas. Hi, thank you. We'll give you nightmares for the holidays. See you next Christmas. I was like, what? The girl was like, I hate Christmas. And then she tells why she hates Christmas. And I'm like, damn, sis, I didn't see that coming. She's like, not everyone likes Christmas. And then she tells a story. And I'm like, oh, hell nah. The only good thing about Gremlins was the actual character itself. It was super cute. But then it dawned on me, he's barely in the freaking movie. I was just like, what? But it's a good movie for what it's for. I know I'm talking a lot of crap about it, but it wasn't what I expected. And I haven't seen it since I was a kid. So I was just like, I forgot everything. And then when I saw it, I said, my mama let me watch this? What kind of mother was she? Just kidding. I think my mom had no idea what she was letting us watch. Because I think if my mom knew, she'd have been like, nah, sis. It was violent. It was scary. It was good, though. It was good. I can see why it's a cult classic. But it's not, there's no butterflies. There's no like, hey, Merry Christmas. It's more like, damn, bro.
I'm gonna have to watch it then.
I think you like it. I think you like it.
Oh yeah, for my Karate Kid Cobra Kai franchise lovers. Me too. I'm gonna try and convince Trish we could do some Gadget Trish stuff over there.
We'll see. So Star Wars is kind of taking over because so now we have Skeleton Crew. After that, I want to do Captain EO. I will invite everybody to come join me on Gadget Trish. Then we're gonna watch Goonies because it's kind of like Skeleton Crew. Then we have Andor for weeks.
The new movie's not coming out till May. You got some time. However, I'm trying to win people over into the Karate Kid Cobra Kai love, but I'm not winning nobody over except my brother. Actually, I won my brother over, but yes, so that's there. So I have 2 movies to look forward to. I have that and the Michael Jackson biopic. So
the biopic, huh?
Get ready.
I'm just glad. Like I know everybody's like, oh my god, I want it to be April, but I'm here for the October pushback. Because I'm on this weight loss journey and the weight ain't moving. I'm very muscular though. Oh my gosh, I am a muscular version of what I was. And I ain't mad at it. Because I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be big, at least be muscular. But my goal is to get a little bit leaner and I need more time. And I figured out what's keeping me fat. But the point is, I wouldn't be ready by April. I say all that, I wouldn't be ready by April. But October 3rd, I might be ready. So I was just like, ooh, Serena, we got a Karate Kid, Cobra Kai.
Love it. Best franchise ever. Because they brought back, I'm not going to say anything, actually. I'm not going to say it. But it's like full circle moments. Speaking of full circle moments, I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave. 2023. What made me start watching Karate Kid? So I watched the Jaden Smith Karate Kid because I liked it. And then I watched the original Karate Kids. And then I said, oh, they got a franchise. I mean, they got a spinoff. And it's set in the beginning, it's set in Encino. And then really? I ended up going to California for the first time. To Encino. So it's like, this is so cool. But
well, you know what? Even though it's not connected to like Gremlins or whatever, that's from an iconic decade. 80s really had some iconic stuff come out of there, including the Karate Kid. So I do remember watching at least Karate Kid and loving it. Mm-hmm. And Star Wars Theory loves the whole Cobra Kai and stuff. So I know I need to catch up. And so I just got to figure out, because like I said, I'm finally figuring out YouTube and how it works and trying to avoid putting too much stuff on it because your audience won't be able to figure you out until you figure yourself out. So I know I love Star Wars. That I'm 100% sure of. So like to a point, if I had to pick one franchise, I'm going with Star Wars, if I had to pick one. So with that being said, it's just like, just be very mindful of what you put on that channel so people can figure out, well, who's Trisha? Because it still thinks I'm a Jackson family channel. It's a lot going on with Gadget Trish. It's very discouraging, to be honest. But slowly, like I see the newer videos getting pushed out because I work hard on those videos, bruh. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying the old stuff. But if you are a Jackson family supporter, please join the I Love the Jackson Family YouTube channel. And Gadget Trish is gadget and geek culture. Once in a while, you will see something Michael Jackson there because of the whole Captain EO thing and Skeleton Crew, Or what else would be? I would say that's about it. Like, and I had something really fun coming up that's somewhat Michael Jackson related, but Michael and the family belongs to I Love Jackson channel. That's it. So, but YouTube still thinks, and it's frustrating because it's like, could you imagine you're watching a Star Wars video, and then the next video up will be like a Jackson video, and I'm like, it's but I get it. Patience is a virtue. You keep posting, keep changing your algorithm. Your audience will find you.
Right.
Yeah. So I said, for now, I'm sticking mainly to Star Wars, and then maybe some Marvel stuff here and there. If we do Cobra Kai, maybe do it through Discord or something. Maybe do a private thing.
Cobra Kai? Well, I was saying I would say we could just do like, well, this is behind the scenes chat. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let's just say this is behind the scenes. I realized where we were. So, with that being said, I'm going to call it a night.
The last comment you said.
We all have worries. We do.
I asked a question that was interesting. You started the one about the Big Owl streaming with Taj and Jafar. What about Baby Boy?
Oh, I haven't watched that. I had to work when I was like, why I gotta work on everything?
Ah, girl, that was a long live.
I need to go watch it.
Something told me to put my headphones in because I was at work too. Put my headphones in. When I said Taj had a lot to say, Taj wasn't getting. And of course, Brandy was there. Big Al was there. Minimum, that was a 2-hour live. It had to be. Because I just remember like going, oh, I'm glad I put my headphones in. Like, we get short breaks at work. So I was like, oh my God. Very informative though. Very informative. Very, you know how Taj is. Taj is one of those people, like, he speaks from the heart,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but definitely check it out.
I definitely will. And Jafar Oscar-worthy performance. I believe it. I feel like an Oscar is on the way. So
I only have one concern, but I don't think I'm going to express it out loud. Like, if you guys saw a particular post where I expressed how I was concerned about one thing, I said I'll leave that there. But I don't want to put any negative vibes on the biopic and trust that everything's going to be okay, no matter what.
Yeah. We see each other.
Because I was like, ugh. Y'all cracking me up in the comments.
Y'all cutting up.
I'm hopefully optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Jafar's performance or anything. I guess the final cut that I don't mind expressing. Final cut. Like, what is the story about? What is it centered? That kind of stuff. We won't know until October 3rd. That's like that's 10 months from now, right? So I'm optimistic, but I'm reading your comments. I feel you on that. Yeah.
United we stand. Wait, that's wrong. Divided we fall. That's how it is.
I'm weak. The last comment.
I'm weak. Let me stop. Please
no. But those things are distracting elements. So it's just like, especially with the extension they gave themselves. If anything's wrong, reshoot it. If anything's wrong, fix it in post. But especially with the extension, y'all better fix any distracting elements of that biopic.
I need baby hairs laid.
Okay.
Okay, if y'all got to get Latoya on set, well, set is over. But if y'all got to do any reshoots or retouching or get some advice, you ask Latoya because she's the one who started off them baby hairs in the Jackson family. Latoya in the 70s. But woo! I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. What about baby boy? What about it? Okay, let me stop. All right, y'all.
You guys are so funny.
Thank y'all for being here.
Not a janky wig. Not a JW.
What about us? What about Mike? Okay. All right, y'all. It's time for us to go.
I can't believe it's 2 a.m. in New York.
20 plus people still here.
Yeah, happy New Year to all. I mean, not all of you guys made it to New Year's yet.
Some of y'all still in 2024. Yeah. No kidding. So, all right. Happy New Year.
Right, Cali, they still have an hour.
Yep.
Dang, it's a couple of places still not on the other side. Wow.
Happy New Year in advance to the West Coast people. Mountain area time, folks. Y'all have arrived. 2 minutes onto the 2020 year 2025. I gotta go. Okay. 2025. So y'all okay, I gotta start reading the comments. Sorry. That being said, we hope to see y'all come this Friday for part 3 of 4. Kid Trish, y'all love.
Yeah. Pray they don't charge me an arm and leg. And most important, the pinched nerve gets resolved. Because that thing it wasn't painful, it was just scary. Like the face was just, it was double the size for no logical reason. That's my coworker's like, no, my niece died like that. I was like, oh, bro, okay, get this out my face. Like, so pray that I got a good specialist and it's gonna be resolved quickly. Yeah, shout out to the Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Like the thrill that I get when I. Okay. Happy New Year to the UK.
Yes.
And for anybody watching the replay, Happy New Year to y'all too.
Yes. Shout out to the Jacksons. Thank you for gracing us with your time. And happy healing to the family. Like, I can't begin to tell you, like, there is no timeline. Sometimes people never heal from stuff like this. Sometimes people heal quickly. Some it's just it varies. But you know, we're still healing with you. We miss Tito and we definitely miss Melanie, and you know, one day at a time, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So take it easy, y'all. Don't press yourself too much. If you need space, you need rest, take it. I'm saying take it. Don't overwork yourself, and don't do more for people than they would do for you. Okay. It goes for jobs too. All right, y'all. All right, I promise. I'm done. Happy New Year. Oh, India. Happy New Year, y'all.
Oh, snap. That's what's up.
Shoot. Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
I don't have a fancy outro, but I'm going to say good night, good morning, good afternoon. See y'all soon.